Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Sorry for not posting any videos for the past 2 weeks, but now that we are back, let's get started without any further delay. As usual, we will always go with the multi-time frame analysis. So Bank Nifty on a monthly time frame. We'll see it's just 19th of February and we have 6 more trading sessions for this particular month to come to an end. But then it looks more of a consolidation week, consolidation of month. When we saw a sharp down move in the month of January, and February is more or less consolidating within this particular candle, which is the monthly candle of January. So expecting a very sideways kind of a moment, although the problem or the only thing is the range for the month of January is quite huge. So even though it's consolidation, the consolidation is on a larger or a higher range, and that's the reason we definitely see a higher volatility, especially when we are in a low weeks environment. So yeah, in this particular monthly time frame, we can clearly see we are in a series of higher highs and so far higher lows. Yeah, very much in higher highs and higher lows on a monthly time frame. But again, we are just a player of 5 days, which is also essentially we just play for weekly expiries. So that's the reason we need to know what's happening on the lower time frame as well. So now let's go and check on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame is though weekly time frame is still on a higher high, higher low structure, but the only thing is at the higher end we did see some sort of a rejection of an up move, especially after this consolidation. When we saw a tight consolidation of 5 weeks and thereafter a sharp down move, and then basically things are just consolidating then and there. I would like to draw your attention in this particular 2 weeks, this and this particular week. It's a long range kind of a candle, these 2 weeks, one the huge red candle and followed by a huge green candle. So after a sharp move or a trending move, we are basically seeing some sort of a halt or a pause. Now an interesting thing is, had it been this kind of a pause on a lower end or on a higher end, we could have drawn a probability that Bank Nifty is taking a pause before going higher, or Bank Nifty is taking a pause before breaking further supports. However, here the interesting thing is that it is exactly between these two candles. So it's safe to assume that the battle between this particular bulls and bears is still going on, and hence they are still unable to decide who is going to take out where. Anyways, we'll again go and check. So this particular 2 weeks basically has been a tight consolidation after two back-to-back large trending moves. Now let's go and check on a daily time frame. Yeah. So on a daily time frame, this particular candle was a budgetic candle wherein we saw a huge large range. Now the interesting thing is, since the past 11 days we have been Bank Nifty has been consolidating within this particular candle. Obviously it is quite easy to assume that way, because this particular range was quite high. So Bank Nifty is still struggling whether to take out it on the upside or on the downside. Now what had happened, Bank Nifty actually gave a good kind of a consolidation in this particular range, and it even gave a breakout, but then this breakout turned out to be a fake breakout, and then it came sharply down. So these days we have seen a lot of fake breakdowns. I'll show you the same thing here also, and then there is something here also. I'll just show it to you on a 15-minute time frame. This is good. Yeah, I'll just show you. So this was particular the zone. This was particularly a zone, and we were waiting for this particular zone to be taken out. In fact, it was more of a ascending kind of a triangle, and we were waiting for this particular candle to be taken out. In fact, we saw a very clean breakout candle, both opening and closing above this particular range. It was a very clean breakout, but then just see what happened. The very next candle rejected that up move, or the breakout was failed. It was a breakout failure, and then see how sharply the down move happened. I'll just show you that also. Yeah, Let's show you on the price range. After this breakout, Bank Nifty came down almost by 4%, single side, without any sharp retracement. The retracement happened only here. So fake breakdowns, fake breakouts and fake breakdowns are equally important and much more powerful than the usual breakouts or the breakdowns. If you want to learn more about it, I have written a thread on it. I will definitely post a link on the description box. You can go and check that out. So this was just that's what I just wanted to highlight, the part of the fake breakouts and the fake breakdowns, how effective and how powerful it is. So again, same thing happened on Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, after making a tight consolidation, expected it to give an up move and then react around 42,000. But Bank Nifty rejected that up move way ahead before touching the 42,000 mark, and then came back in the range, and not just came back in the range, it actually broke that range because I'll just show you this range. Yeah, this is the range, this low of February 7, which is 41,095. It actually broke this level on Friday. Now the interesting thing is, on the closing basis, it didn't wanted to break that 41,000 or whatever. The bulls wanted to defend that particular level on a weekly closing basis or on a daily closing basis, and they ensured that they got it back above 41,000. So again, Bank Nifty is within this particular range. Now for me, the important pivot works out to be this particular on the lower side. I'll tell you the reason why. After this budget candle, there was two trading sessions where bulls show immense power, and we actually saw a back-to-back two green candles. Now the interesting thing is, after this particular, so bulls basically try to lift the prices higher, and post that they have been consolidating at this range. Now no doubt about it that on a daily time frame things are still looks negative, or on a bearish, I would say more on the bearish side. Okay, so I'll just draw this trend line also here. Let me just get it properly. Just use a magnet. Yeah, much better. So so far we have tested this particular trend line on 3 times. But now the interesting thing is, on an overall basis, if you see, we have been like Bank Nifty has been on a lower high, lower low structure. I'll just show you. So it's a clear lower high and a lower low structure, which is a negative structure or a bearish structure, I would say. And here things definitely looks bearish, back to back red candles, and in fact on Friday we did definitely saw breaking 41,000, and we went all the way till 4,800 and 4,880, and then again in the last hour or last half an hour we saw a sharp up move. So, but yes, as I said, this particular level remains important to be seen, because these were the two candles where bulls actually tried to lift the prices high. Now this candle low becomes very important on an immediate time frame. Like if at all this particular gets taken out, this particular low of Friday of 4880 gets taken out, definitely I would want to see what's the reaction at around 4600. Yep, 4600 levels. So yeah, we'll check that out, and we'll definitely draw some supports and resistance. Let's go on the hourly time frame. Again, nothing much to look for, because we were actually expecting a big W on this particular time frame. If you can see this, the problem is it gave a good consolidation, but it failed to give a clean breakout. It was more of a fake breakdown, and it again came back in this particular range on a closing basis. Now I'll show you that as well. If you want me to draw supports and resistance on a hourly, I'll just show you that also. So this one, the budget day high 42,000, it basically 41,975 to 42,025. And as I said, I want to see this reaction. Now why this particular point, this pivot point is important of 4600, I'll just explain you briefly. because when prices hit at this particular zone, we saw a sharp up move, one-sided up move. So expecting if prices again touch here, we will see some sort of a bounce from this particular support. Now I don't know whether it's like very can't tell you right now whether it is going to take a bounce and make a high, or whether it's going to take a bounce and then make a down move. So it depends. So these are just the reaction lines we have to see, and we have to wait and watch for how the price reacts near this particular important support levels. Okay, the another support would be somewhere at this zone. Just marking it out. Obviously these supports are quite like far away. The reason being, we saw a sharp volatile days due to the budget day, and that's the reason supports and the resistance are quite far away. Although I'll go in the lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, and then we will see if there are any other supports. And this looks like a very sharp, a very strong support, anywhere between 34,900 to 39,450 to 39,750. So as I was saying, just watch out this particular zone. So in fact, Bank Nifty broke this particular level on Friday, but did you see how it ended up closing back in this particular range? So here it basically tells you, it is still want to wait. Like Bank Nifty still wants to wait for this level to be taken out decisively. So now what we have to do on Monday, I'll just mark this levels also. This Friday low also becomes important level. Yeah. So first and foremost thing, there could be three different scenarios where the market opens. The first scenario would be flat. If it opens flat, we will wait to see what the price action looks like. If market consolidates here and then tries to move down, we can go with some small short of a small quantity or short position, because the thing is 4,800 becomes very important now. So if at all Bank Nifty does this and comes back again, it will be forming a W near the supports. So that's the reason I said we have to be very cautious at this zone. And if at all the price if the prices react in such a way that it consolidates, like, or here sorry, just a second, it comes down and then consolidates here and then makes a down move, then it is very clear that we have to short sell till this particular level, because here is, so this is the level where I would like to tightly trail it out, because if at all it has to reverse, it will reverse from here, and if at all it go here, then we will see it will, the next support looks like to be around 40,000. Yeah, that's about it. So very important to look at 4,500, 4,600. Now why 4,500 I'm saying, see, as per this particular price action levels, this 4,600 looks like a very important pivot point. But when we see the option chain, we usually have seen that at the intervals of your 500, we usually see a strong writers. Like in case of this Bank Nifty, 4,500 would definitely have a higher put writers. So definitely when I'm saying 4,600 on this price level, it could be in the range of 4,500 to 4,600. Now let's say if Bank Nifty opens with a slight gap up, then it will be prudent to wait for further price action, because I'm expecting if it opens a gap up, then there are supports on the downside and resistance on the upper side, so it will be more of a volatile day. So then it will be a good idea to just sell a triangle and sit out, like far away triangles, and then just sit. But let's say if it opens a gap down, then again if it touches here, then we'll have to check what happens here in this price action. Here we need to see and whether it bounces from here, or it just breaks this level and then takes support somewhere here. So these are the three scenarios. Only in case of a gap up, I'm expecting it to behave more of a triangle day on a Monday. Now the interesting thing is we are actually heading for I guess check that as well. Yeah, so we are heading for a monthly expiry for Bank Nifty, and for Fin Nifty, the monthly expiry would be the upcoming Tuesday. So let's see what happens in this particular monthly expiry. The very next resistance, let's say, if even if Bank Nifty, takes out this particular zone around 42,000, which looks a tall order for now till Thursday. But if that happens, then the next would be zone that it would take some sort of a resistance would be this particular trend line. So let's see. Well, there are multiple. This is one of the major resistance, but yeah, if you wanna check, it could be somewhere around 41,350 is some sort of a small resistance, I would say. I'm not marking it because see here on the 15-minute time frame, you can see it was more of a one-sided fall. But actually, if you just zoom it out or go like one time frame lower, you can clearly see that prices did try to come up this level, but there were sellers who tried to reject these prices from this level. So roughly 41,350 works out to be immediate resistance here. So let's see. As I said, I'm not going to mark it in this particular because on this 15-minute time frame, the clear resistance works out to be 42,000, and on the lower side, the immediate support would be the Friday low. But the strong pivot that I am interested to look for is 4,600, 4,500, and 4,600. Post that, we have our levels marked on the downside. Although, yeah, as I said, looks more on the negative side, but let's see where it opens. That also matters. So yeah, that's about it. I will definitely post this levels marked on my Twitter page, so you can go and check that out for those levels. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.